Alright guys, and we are in a very interesting little patch of boletes. As you can see, we have a very prominently displayed oak tree. If we move backwards here, there's another oak tree. It's kind of hard to see because of the sunlight, but if you look here, we have some possible porcinis. I don't know if it's boletes separans, something along those lines. But yeah, you can clearly see, and they do have the characteristic reticulated stipe. But if we walk over here, this is what I want you guys to see. We have some boletes, right? We have very, very colorful bolete right there as well. But if we move closer, we see that there are more boletes separans or some type of edible bolete porcini related stuff here, and I'm gonna show you that in a second. All right, let's see. We can put this down and observe. Okay. All right, so we have here, if you guys can see that, a reticulated bolete. I believe this is boletes separans. But if you look at these individuals here, there's something off with them. Let me see if I can zoom in on this other guy as well. Okay. If you look there, look at that weird kind of white tint here. Okay, it's like a powdery substance, and I think what that is a species of parasitic fungi in the Hypomyces genre that infects particularly boletes. I don't remember what the full Latin name is for these guys, but it's often referred to as a bolete mold. And I'm going to show you why I think that. All right, let's go over here. And well, first I'll let you get a closer look at this guy. Right? Where is it? Okay. There we go. Yeah, so look at that powdery white on the cap there, right? It's starting to look a little deformed, a little weird. Something's off there, right? Let's now check out the progression of what I think this is here. And look at that. Look at that. Very weird looking, very odd looking, deformed boletes of the same genre, of the same style. And something's definitely wrong with these guys. We'll show you another one right over here. All right, that started out the same way. I saw this a couple days ago. Started out the same way as the boletes separans, I believe the boletes separans. We're going to identify that, by the way, soon, that I just showed you. So something is happening to these mushrooms. It seems as though it's being infected. And my, again, speculation is that Hypomyces parasitic fungi is doing its work. Look at that, okay? You definitely can see right here the mushroom cap. You can even still see the remnants of some kind of bolete cap right there. And this is the stipe of the mushroom. But it's definitely looking weird. All right, I am currently right under a maple tree, but then right next to this tree is an oak. So this looks right. Everything looks right for this type of infection. We're going to do some tests on that right now. All right, so we're going to treat this with two substances. First with some potassium hydroxide, and then with some ammonia. So first we'll do the potassium hydroxide. We'll let it just kind of, it seems to be, wow, it slips off like immediately. Okay, I was able to get some of it to balance out. And now we're going to do a little bit of ammonia. Okay, that's some ammonia on there. And we're gonna come back to that and observe it. There seems to be a little bit of a color change to yellow with the potassium hydroxide. I don't detect any color change yet for the ammonia. But yeah, you can see that there. Definitely a little bit of a yellow color happening. So that's interesting. Now, going back to these boletes separans specimens, we're going to test those as well. All right. Okay. Sorry, this gimbal gets a little hard to carry. All right. This is the potassium hydroxide. Kind of hard to get it to stay. There we go. And again, keep in mind that this is an unidentified bolete as of yet, but I'm very confident because of the reticulated stipe. Let's put something on the cap as well. Potassium hydroxide on the cap. Seems to stain a brownish yellow. Now we're going to do ammonia on the stipe and cap. Ammonia on the stipe. Ammonia on the cap. All right. Let's kind of give that a shake so that it falls off. See what happens. Nothing discernible yet. Got some ladybugs flying around. But let's pick one of these guys and do some further inspection. Okay, so I procured a sample of one of these potentially infected lilac boletes. And we're going to dabble some ammonia on there. And we're going to dabble some potassium hydroxide on there. We're also going to dabble each one on the cap as well. Alright, it seemed to just slide right off the cap. Here's some potassium hydroxide on the stipe. It just seems to slide right off. There we go, I got a little bit on there. And then we're going to hit the cap as well. So we're going to observe that. Maybe put it to the side. And then we have another specimen of these kind of parasitized boletes. Let's see if we can kind of make it a little darker. And we're going to once again put some potassium and hydroxide and ammonia on there. Cap. See, it just slides right off the cap. However, there seems to be a yellow color change of some sort. See that? Definitely happening. Let's try the ammonia. Okay, we're just going to observe that for a little bit. I'm checking out my previous sample. And yeah, there seems to be some yellow color change as well. Hard to tell, kind of. No real reaction that I can discern from the ammonia. So we'll keep that in mind. Take a picture of some more of these boletes and call it a day. And here you see some more of that Hypomyces, potentially Hypomyces infected mushroom. You see that like kind of mold, white dust looking mold on it. That I think is characteristic of it. but I have to do some more investigation.